There you go. Perfect.
Yes.
Excellent.
Excellent. All right, everybody. So you know what? Let me get rid of these. Let me get rid of the presenter stuff so that I can see what I'm doing here. Yay. There we go. All right, so let's get started. Anthony, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be at the Ultimate Profit Bootcamp. And today I'm going to be talking about the Soul System, the ultimate guide to strategic organic lead generation for entrepreneurs who want to scale their business strategically. So as I said, my name is Nakimbe. You may have seen me recently on Steal Our Winners with Rich Sheffrin, or know me from my work with Todd Brown at Marketing Funnel Automation, or maybe you've seen my TEDx talk on how to create a life you love through vision. And today what I want to do is I want to reveal the secrets of the soul system, right? So for centuries, okay, well, maybe not for centuries, but for decades, entrepreneurs around the world have suffered spinning their wheels trying to generate leads and acquire customers and clients online for free, right? Only to be met with pitiful to mediocre results or low quality leads, right? Leaving people spinning their wheels, getting nowhere fast, and feeling stressed out and sad and sometimes defeated. So I'm here to share with you the secrets of the soul system that generates free traffic and leads on autopilot. And I'm going to reveal my #1 soul system strategy and hack that increases your business by 1 to 500% in as little as 97 days without spending a dime on advertising ever. Now, the system that I'm going to introduce you to has been built based on work that I've done with some of the greatest internet marketers on the planet. Some of these faces I'm sure you may recognize. It's also built based on my academic experience. I have a master's degree from Northeastern University, specializing in marketing, innovation, and entrepreneurship. And this system was recently recognized in Las Vegas, Nevada in April 2022. We were awarded with outstanding leadership in the field of marketing, right? And this system has helped companies make $650 million. I helped this company make $690 million with this formula, and this company make $2.8 billion, right? Now, the soul system that I'm going to introduce you to has given me so much freedom. It's allowed me to travel the world and see wonders of the world like Stonehenge, the Eiffel Tower. You know, I've lived in Japan for a year, traveled to Europe, seen the Leaning Tower of Pisa, Mexico, Africa, and I've been able to share these experiences with my children and show them, the value of hard work and that it pays off and what it can really provide for you in life. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys here today. Now, speaking about things paying off, as a chief marketing officer with about 25 years of senior leadership experience in both the public and the private sector, they usually pay about, $265,000 a year. So the value of what I'm going to share with you here today over these next 90 minutes or so, if you came into our offices and we gave you these exact same strategies, it would cost hundreds of dollars. But today you're going to be getting all of that information for free. So make sure that you take notes because I'm going to be going really fast. Now, what I want to talk to you about today is the secrets of strategic lead generation. Okay, you guys are going to think about lead generation in a whole complete different way by the time we're done here together, right? We're going to talk about what lead generation is, why it's important, and how to do it right. And I know that might seem pretty basic, but you'll be surprised at some of the things that we're going to uncover. I'm also going to share with you the 7 mistakes that every entrepreneur that I've ever met makes when it comes to lead generation. I'm going to introduce you to the 12 secret places that you can get great quality leads for free. And then lastly, I will cover today's #1 hack to get free leads and grow your business fast. Now, I'm going to be saving the best for last, so I want you to say no to any distractions, because what I have found working with tens of thousands of entrepreneurs is when they try to implement tactics, it doesn't always work for them and they don't know why. And it's usually because they're missing one little piece or one little link or one little piece of information, and that's causing them to fail. I don't want that to happen to you. So be sure that you stay here so you can capture every moment. So let's jump right into it. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. I think my assistant Maggie may be helping us out with that. So let's talk about lead generation and what it is, why it's important, and how to do it right. So firstly, lead generation is simply the process of getting attention for your business, right, in such a way that it encourages inquiries and engagement that's going to lead to a sale. And as entrepreneurs, we all face the same challenge, right? Like how to generate leads on a budget. So if that's a concern of yours, if that's anything you've ever struggled with, feel free to go ahead and put one in the chat so that I can see. Now, let's talk about why lead generation is important. Simply put, lead generation and leads are the lifeblood of your business, meaning if you don't have leads coming into your business is going to die, right? And it's not just me that's saying that. Statistically speaking, 50% of marketers consider lead generation a top priority for their marketing campaigns, right? They typically tend to generate around 2,000 leads per month on average. Now, I don't know how much, we here on the webinar today are generating in terms of leads monthly, but on average, organizations are generating around 2,000 leads per month. And the average mean cost across all industries is about $200. So when you do the math on that, like 2,000 leads times $200, you're looking at about $400,000 just to get leads so that you can make sales, right? That's why over 50% of marketers spend at least half of their budget on lead generation. Right? But if you're not making money, where is that budget coming from, right? And that may be why 68% of businesses struggle to generate leads. Now, in my experience and what I have found, the reason for that is most people are looking at or going about lead generation in the wrong way, right? So what do I mean by that? Well, let me tell you the 7 top mistakes that every entrepreneur that I've known has ever made. Now, there are 2 ways to generate leads. You can generate leads through paid channels, and you can generate leads through organic channels, right? So with organic marketing, what happens is, like Siobhan was saying earlier, you publish content that's meant to draw in your customers naturally, right? Whereas with paid ads, you spend money to get your content seen. Now, the number 1 mistake that I see entrepreneurs make is jumping into paid ads too quickly, right? Now, nothing's wrong with paid ads. I love paid ads. They're really great to help you scale, but it is the area of lead generation that you really should focus on last. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, paid ads are not possible for everybody, right? Because not everybody has cash. Not everybody has the money to invest in paid ads. Sometimes people have done paid ads, but it hasn't really worked out for them. It hasn't been profitable, right? Other people find paid ads confusing or scary, and go ahead and write a hell yeah in the chat if you know what I'm talking about, right? Paid ads can be confusing and scary because there's often no support, right? They're very painful sometimes, especially if you don't make any progress, or if something traumatic happens, like they shut your account down and you have no control, right? And then lastly, another problem with paid ads, getting leads through paid ads, is that sometimes, you blow through your budget and you lose your shirt completely. So there's no return on investment. Now, This is not theoretical stuff. And these people that you're seeing on your screen now, these are not stock images. These are actual clients and customers and corporations that I've worked with who all tried paid ads and had one problem or the other, right? So the gentleman on the left standing with his hands, he's a real estate agent, spent about $10,000 on Google Ads and didn't get any really good results, right? The gentleman on the bottom with the white shirt that's buttoned up in the black jacket, he's a music instructor. He was running paid ads, did end up getting about 20 sales calls, and out of those 20 sales calls, he only had 2 conversions, so was quite disappointed. The lady at the top, she is a business psychologist, right? And what she does is help people with their mindset. And she spent $2,900 on, I think, Google ads or Facebook ads, and ended up, she told me that all the leads that she ended up getting were sick leads, right? So she's a doctor for mindset and business, and all she was able to attract was a bunch of sick leads. I think she got 1 conversion, and that campaign cost her $2,900, right? The gentleman on the bottom with the glasses and the blue shirt, he sells fly fishing gear and equipment, and he was spending about $500 a month for someone to manage his paid ads and spending $1,500 on ad spend, right? And what he was finding was he was spending $1,500, but he was only making $1,500. So his frustration was, what is the point of me doing this and losing money paying a manager if I'm not making anything? I mean, it's either net zero or it's negative. The gentleman on the top with the jacket, he is the CEO of an online education company. And what we found at the end of the year when we looked at our analytics was that for all of the students that we got, from, you know, referrals or email marketing, they were all free, right? So the shareholders loved that. Whereas it cost us about $4,000 to acquire a customer through paid channels. So they're like, we want more leads from organic channels. We don't want to pay for leads because it's cutting into our profits, right? So that's why they wanted us to really focus on organic lead generation. And speaking about organic, the beautiful lady down there on the bottom, her name is Diane, and she is a holistic nutritionist. And she took out some Facebook ads and, you know, ran a campaign to her Facebook group funnel. And she was frustrated because she found that people would join the Facebook group and stay on her email list for years, but never buy and never do anything. So what do the experts have to say? This is a good friend of mine. His name is Dan Lehman. Dan made about $62 million in one of his ad campaigns, but he was spending $100,000 a day in ads, right? And he told me, look, paid ads can be really, really tricky unless you know what you're doing. This gentleman you may have seen online, Alaric Heck, you know, we met at an elite exclusive marketing event, and I took him aside and I say, hey, listen, you know, really and truly, what is the minimum amount of money somebody needs to invest in paid ads on YouTube, for this example? And he said, well, the minimum is really $50. He goes, but then that's just one campaign and you have nothing to test it against. So you really need 2 campaigns. So the minimum would really be $100 a day. And then he said, but you can't just run one campaign. You really need to run 2 campaigns and compare them against each other to see which ones are going to work. So now you're looking at $200 a day, but you also need like a control, right? Or something to test it with. So that's another $50. So really, it went from $50 a day to $250 a day to be effective. Now, if you multiply $250 a day by 30 days in a month, that's $7,500, $7,500 in monthly ad spend in one channel, right? And so then my other friend, Tommy Traffic Powers, he says you need to spend at least 10 times the price of your product on testing to test fast, right? Most people spend too little, or they take too long to test, or they don't test, and they don't look at their analytics. And I want you to know that these are not just stories of other people. I completely understand if you're feeling this pain, right? Pain in the chat, right? Because I understand. I had a regular corporate job, like maybe some of you are still in, or you know, you were in a corporate job and now you've got your own thing. So I know where you're coming from. I had a corporate job. I was making great money, as I showed you earlier, but I hated my job and I hated going to work every day, right? There was no joy, no freedom, no passion. And I thought if I could just replace my income and make enough money to pay my bills and maybe retire my parents and, you know, travel the world, that I would be happy, right? And that happened for me. I was making money, left my dead-end soul-sucking job, was happy, was free, was living the life, but I wasn't collecting leads. You know, so I don't know how many of you guys, are you really strategic about collecting leads? I wasn't. And I'll tell you why, because I did once run Google ads and then I got Google slapped. So they shut the account down and my ads weren't running. So I wasn't getting leads. So I wasn't making revenue, right? And so then I tried Facebook advertising and somehow, unbeknownst to me, somehow did something with the terms and conditions and got my account shut down. And got no support when I tried to find out why or how I could rectify the situation. And then I've also heard of other people who've ended up in Facebook jail, right? So yeah, in the chat, right, yes, or one if you understand or if this has ever happened to you. But like I said, I didn't care at the time because I had a full book of clients. But the challenge was when those clients didn't pay, or if they paid late, or if their credit cards didn't go through, or if their contract simply came to an end, I would go broke, right? I couldn't pay my bills, couldn't pay my staff, couldn't pay my life insurance, my software, like my software lab, so my business couldn't function in certain areas. My credit score went to crap. I had bill collectors calling me. There was one time I was so broke that I needed $5 I wanted to get home and I wanted $5 of gas, right? And that was back in the day when $5 of gas could actually get you somewhere, right? And in order to get $5 of gas, I had to put $2 on my savings account and $3 on my checkings account, right? And I was so embarrassed. I thought that that was really the lowest financial point in my life. I was really embarrassed in front of the teller and the clerk. But it turns out that the lowest point in my financial life was actually when my car got repossessed, right? So there comes a point for us, I don't know if you guys can relate to any of that, but there comes a point where you just have to say, you know what, enough is enough. Lead generation is very important. It is important to keep your pipeline full, right? Because even though I had the education, even though I had the corporate experience, even though I had the direct response exposure and experience with, you know, startups all the way to large corporations, everybody needs a coach, right? We all need people to give us feedback. So that's what I did. I invested in a coach. And the reason I did that was because maybe like you, I had tried all sorts of different ways to make money online, right? I tried affiliate marketing, I tried network marketing, and I did pretty well. I did so well, in fact, that they once flew me down to the head office in Atlanta, Georgia, and the co-CEO at the time, John Addison, congratulated me and said, good job, congratulations, you know, you've done really well, keep it up and continue to invest in yourself. Successful people invest in themselves, and that stayed with me and I never forgot it. And I'm glad I took his advice, because today, John Addison is now the leadership editor of none other than Success Magazine, right? So we all know that the best investment you can make is in yourself, and that's what I decided to do. It hurt me, right? Because it was about 5,000 US and I was living in Canada at the time. So that was like 6,500 Canadian, which really might as well have been $10,000. But that investment really paid off. That's what got me here today. That was the day that changed everything. And it's why I'm here able to tell you about the soul system today. Because you see, even though I knew how to generate, you know, leads for companies, when I was doing it for myself, I didn't have the same access to resources. Nobody was paying me as I was building my business. No one was paying me to build my business. I didn't have someone paying the market research team and someone else paying the graphic designers and someone paying the content writers and someone paying the videographers. That all had to come out of my pocket, but I didn't have that. I didn't have those kind of pockets, right? But what I did have and what I did know was how to generate leads on a shoestring budget and high quality leads, right? And so that's exactly what I did. So I'm going to share the system with you right now, but let's just have a quick recap, right? So we've talked about lead generation, why it's important, and that 99% of people do it wrong. We talked about, the top mistakes that entrepreneurs make when it comes to lead generation. And the first mistake is jumping into paid ads too quickly. And the second one is using too few channels. So I am actually the president of the Afro-Caribbean Business Network, which is an organization of about 4,500 entrepreneurs. I am also the facilitator and a marketing speed mentor and a pitch panel judge. That's kind of like Shark Tank for the entrepreneurship connections with the Access organization. That is an organization of about 22,000 entrepreneurs. And I was also the CMO, the Chief Marketing Officer at FraserNet, and they have an organization of 15,000 small business owners and entrepreneurs. So altogether, I've gotten exposure to, worked with about 41,000 small business owners. And what I find is that most people are really only marketing or trying to generate leads on 3 channels, right? It's usually just social media, content marketing, and video marketing. But that is not how corporations work, right? We get leads from many, many different channels. Video marketing, social media marketing, content marketing. We also look at analytics. There's competitive research, right? There's syndication. We take a look at our analytics. We do mobile marketing, and then sometimes paid advertising. But this is the huge difference and discrepancy between, why corporations are able to do so well and why small businesses don't, because again, most small business entrepreneurs are only focusing on a few channels. And that's what really excites me and makes the Soul system so revolutionary, because up until this point, people have really just been thinking about lead generation in terms of one singular thing, like lead generation, right? That's kind of like saying, I'm going in for surgery. Well, what kind of surgery are you going in for, right? There are many specialties in the field of medicine, just like there are many specialties in the field of lead generation. So, in the medical field, you can, study allergies or anesthesiology or dermatology or emergency medicine or family medicine. But when it comes to lead generation, everybody just wants to talk about lead generation. That is the wrong way to think about it. Lead generation is not general. You can specialize in a certain area. You can be, get very specific in a certain area, and that's going to do you well and serve you well. And I'm going to show you why in just a little bit. So you can get leads from video and video marketing. You can get local leads through local marketing. You can get mobile leads through mobile marketing, social media leads through social media marketing. You can get analytics leads through analytical examination. You can get market share leads by doing competitive research and analysis and spyware and taking market share and getting leads that way. You can get branding leads through your branding and messaging. You can get graphic design leads through SEO optimized images and the use of image search, right? These are a lot of things people don't know about and are certainly not taking advantage of, and they're all free tactics, right? You can get leads through content leads, right? Through blogs and webinars and podcasts. You can get syndication leads, and that's when you're getting leads through your content being shared by others. You can get leads from campaigns that you create, specific campaigns that you execute to target a specific buyer persona or, a certain product or service, right? And then finally, you can get leads from your paid ads and getting leads through paid advertising. So this is a whole new way to think about lead generation, and never in the history of digital marketing, never in the history of lead generation, and never in the history of online marketing, period, has there ever been a systematic way to collect and generate leads, which is what makes the Soul system so revolutionary, and it makes it stand out from anything else. You see, the Soul system leverages the power of strategic organic lead generation to increase your revenue through multiple streams of leads, right? So that you can become super profitable and then strategically scale through paid ads. The SOLD system stands for SOLD, Strategic Organic Leads on Demand, that generates free traffic and leads on autopilot and increases your business by 1 to 500% in as little as 97 days without spending a dime on advertising ever. So basically, the SOL system, right, it's not that lead generation is new, but the way that you go about lead generation is new, right? So the SOL system is a specific sequence of these channels that are designed to provide you with a simple step-by-step strategy to generate leads for free, right? And it helps you gain success in one channel before moving on to the next channel, so that you can actually gain some, hold on a second, so that you can gain synergy and momentum that's going to catapult your business, and it increases your profits, so that, like I said, you can successfully invest in paid ads and avoid some of those problems that you saw earlier today. So now imagine if you are making like $100,000 just from one channel, right? And then you make $100,000 from the second lead generation channel, and then you start making another $100,000 from your third lead generation channel. Like, once that starts happening, what happens is you start to build synergy, right? So now I'm going to move on to the next stuff. The next set of mistakes that entrepreneurs make is they do shallow sort of surface marketing, or their marketing is really siloed and segregated, or it's really scattered and sporadic. And I don't have time to get into all of those details now. But just suffice it to say that a lot of the marketing that people are doing and what they're looking at and trying to mimic is really surface and shallow marketing. But in order to be successful, you have to go really, really deep, and you have to go really, oh, wait a second, hold on a second. I think my screen, there we go. You have to go really deep, and you have to go really wide, right? You want to focus on one particular area to generate leads, instead of generating leads from here, there, and everywhere, trying to get leads, everywhere all at the same time. So it's just like if you are, digging for oil, you want to go deep and you want to go wide if you want to get the best results. It's the same thing like when you are mining for gold, right? You've got to dig deep, right? Why would you think that doesn't happen in marketing? But what tends to happen is people don't go deep. They do this shallow marketing, and then when something doesn't work, they give up. And so they just try a different tactic, or they simply move on. And like I said, when you do that, you never gain synergy and you never gain momentum. So if you're curious to know, what synergy is simply the interaction or cooperation between two or more things that produces a combined effect that is greater than the sum of their separate effects, right? So basically, what does that mean? Instead of 1 and 1 equaling 2, when you have synergy and you go deep enough in one area and find enough success in one area, and then you add that to a second one, it's not that 1 and 1 will equal 2, but 1 and 1 will equal 3. And that's just with 2 channels. So imagine if you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11, or 12, right? And that's basically how the SOL system works. That's why it's been so revolutionary, because it is a unique step-by-step order that builds lead generation success, right? It builds on one another and it creates that sequential synergy that's been missing in all other strategies. And that's what helps you to get marketing momentum, right? So this is a strategic, not random way about going about your lead generation. So now, what I have seen, again, like I said, most people don't have a strategy. Let me know in the chat if you guys actually have a specific lead generation strategy, if you're just trying to get customers and clients online. Just write it in the chat what you're doing. Because what I have found, again, is that a lot of people, they don't have there's no strategic lead generation strategy. They think they have a strategy, but it's not at all strategic, right? So they're trying to do a little bit of everything at the same time. Whereas what we say with the soul system, although you have lots of choice and option into how to generate your leads, you know, again, through content marketing or social media marketing or whatever, we say that you should start with video. And that is the first step in the soul system. So the diagram that we showed you of steps, that wasn't just, you know, pretty graphic design work. Those are actually the steps. So the very first step in the soul lead generation system is to start with video. Why? Because video is the quickest, easiest, sexiest, fastest, most fun way right now to generate traffic and leads for free, right? It's easy, it's fast, it's effective, it's free, it saves time and money. All you got to do, you know, if you're doing shorts or if you're doing reels or TikTok, just pull up your phone and you got 15 seconds to a minute. It takes no time at all, right? And the thing is, you can do so many of them that you're able to test really quickly to see which kinds of videos are effective. So for us, and why this is an award-winning strategy that you might want to implement in your business, is that video actually fuels the entire soul system. It is the foundation of the soul system, and here's why. You can take your video and you can transcribe it into lots of, you know, written content that you can use in social media or emails or blogs or your website or whatever. You can take a longer video and cut it up into lots of pieces. You can syndicate a video in lots of places, as Anthony was mentioning earlier, right? Video tends to get a lot of traction, and it's really good for SEO if you know how to optimize your video. Videos are also, they make you more memorable and then you stand out. That really helps with your branding. It also makes you look more professional and credible in the market space. And videos help you to identify your audience in a really unique way, because over time, you'll see what types of target groups actually like your videos and interact with what types of videos, right? Then you can be more targeted in the future. Because people are not adopting video at the pace that they should be, and if they are, they're likely not doing video marketing correctly, and I'm going to tell you guys about that in a minute. It's a really wonderful and unique, unprecedented time in history for you to beat out, outpace, and outperform your competition. And part of the reason is video also gives you better quality leads, right? So again, it's not just me that's saying this, right? Over 80% of video marketers say that video gives them a good return on investment. It helps them with their lead generation. It increases traffic to their website. Again, Anthony was saying that's a great place to point people to, right? And video marketing also helps to directly increase sales. Now, VWO.com reported that simply having a video on your landing page or website can boost conversions by over 86%. So that's huge. Imagine 100 people coming to your website and 86% of them opt in, as opposed to you having a website or landing page with no video and 100 people come to them and like everybody bounces off. That is such a lost opportunity for you, right? Video is also shared 1,200 times more than text and images combined. So again, when you're looking at your social media efforts, you know, it's a shame to put all of your time and energy into just text and images when video is the way to go. And 86% of marketing professionals say that they use video as a strategic marketing tool. So if we know video is the way to go, great. Which video option should you choose or focus on? Because there's TikTok, there are Reels, and there are YouTube Shorts right now. So, and this is really a great debate. So I'm curious to see which ones that you guys put. What do you think is the best place to be in right now? TikTok or Google? Go ahead and write that in on the chat because it is quite a debate. Now, I would say that I would focus on YouTube Shorts right now because even though TikTok surpassed Google as the most popular website in 2021, you have to realize that people who are on TikTok are there for socializing. They're there for entertainment. They're looking for a quick dopamine fix, right? They're not searching. They don't necessarily have a buyer's intent. They're not looking to find information or solve a problem. When people want to do that, they usually go to a search engine, and Google happens to have 94% of, oh no, so Google has about 69% of all search, something like that, right? But 94% of searches happen on Google property. So that's not just, google.com, but that also means images, which we talked about earlier, but also YouTube, right? And even though it's the third most popular property on Google for search, YouTube is the second largest search engine. So if people are looking to solve a problem or, get something to help them, why would you not be on Google property? So we say go ahead and make videos and syndicate them everywhere, but make videos with YouTube in mind. And I'm going to tell you why in a second. Okay, so Insider Intelligence says that TikTok is going to edge YouTube in terms of time spent by the end of 2023. However, YouTube is still going to boast 235 million monthly US viewers, and TikTok is only going to have 102 million, right? So that's half of it, according to the forecast. So again, if you're looking for leads, you should be on the channel that has more organic traffic, right? And also influencermarketinghub.com says, hey, look, if you're catering to the younger market, then yeah, great, TikTok is the way to go. But if you're looking for an audience that's more flexible and you want a more general demographic, then you want to go with YouTube, right? And in terms of return on investment for any money that you do put in, more marketers say that they get the highest rate of return from their YouTube video efforts, right? 35% of people say that. And even for regular organic traffic, TikTok has an organic reach of about 318 million, but YouTube's organic reach is 646 billion with a B, right? And even when we talk about paid traffic, because again, the goal is to get leads from organic channels and to have success in one channel to the point where you're, to have success in one channel and then the next channel and the next channel and the next channel until you become profitable enough so that you can strategically and intelligently invest in paid ads, right? And even then, you still want to go with YouTube because for TikTok, their paid ad traffic is only about 643,000, while the paid ad traffic for YouTube is 65 million, right? So we can debate all day on, what we think is the better platform, but statistically speaking, what the numbers say is that you want to go with YouTube. Right? And so that's what we say in the Soul System, start with video marketing and start with YouTube. And in particular, right now, you want to start with YouTube Shorts, right? YouTube Shorts is the ish right now. Now, why? Because YouTube, again, part of, the Google family, they want to compete with TikTok. So they are pushing their short form vertical content, right? That means that YouTube short videos, if you were to start doing videos as a lead generation strategy, your videos are going to be seen everywhere, more so than any other place at any other time in history, as far as I'm concerned, because YouTube shorts are showing up in search results. They're showing up in their own mobile feed. They show up after other videos. They show up as recommended videos, right? They're showing up on the main YouTube homepage. They're basically showing up everywhere. And I think as of February the 1st, 2023, Google, YouTube introduced paid short ads, and we all know with any ad platform, it's usually really cheap to get in on in the beginning, but then afterwards prices tend to go up, right? So now quickly just moving on, the other mistake that I see people using, the other mistake that I see people making when it comes to lead generation is simply not using best practices. And that means it's not enough to just say, oh, I heard I should do video marketing. I'm going to do video marketing. This is what I meant. And I didn't have enough time to get into it, but we do have a free marketing mentorship program that I can tell you about. But what I was getting to, when I said that people do really shallow marketing and they're not going deep enough or wide enough, they're not optimizing and maximizing, so they're not getting results from any particular channel. And they're like, well, hey, I don't understand. I think I'm doing everything right, but I'm still getting the wrong results. And it's because oftentimes people are not going deep enough. They're not going wide enough. They're not maximizing and optimizing and using best practices. So they're just doing a little bit of marketing on video, a little bit of social media, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And like I said, never gain traction. So what are some of those best practices that people miss when they don't go deep and wide enough? You can't just make videos, right? You've got to have videos that have titles that capture people's attention. As I mentioned, on Google property, people are there to solve problems. So you're going to want to have keywords in the titles that people are going to type in when they're doing a search so that your stuff comes up, right? You also can't just say, oh, I'm going to do video marketing and make like 4 videos. You have to make enough videos to count so that the channel, the app, YouTube, for example, takes you seriously, right? You also want to make sure that you have a variety of videos and videos that the algorithms like, right? So again, I've seen people coming into my mentorship program, and they're like, okay, guys, we're doing video marketing, make some videos. And what they send back to me hurts my heart because I know it is so completely ineffective, right? They don't know about what the algorithms like. They're not making those kind of videos. They're not posting at the right times of day. They don't know about and are not considering things like watch time or how long their video should be. And it's no one's fault. It's just the information online is so generic and it's been so scattered up until the soul system. There's never been a centralized place that houses all of this information, right? So again, another best practice that people miss out on in their video marketing is the importance of having a good YouTube banner or thumbnail, right? People just sometimes put up videos and think, oh, I'm video marketing. No, there's way more to it than that. But again, if you don't go deep enough, you'll never find that out, right? You want to maximize and optimize your videos so that they actually do rank and can be found. You don't want to just make videos for the sake of making videos. And then you want to make sure that you have a structured system that can actually capture leads, like something as simple as having your landing page URL in the description area of your YouTube channel, right? How can you say, again, a lot of people are just posting and doing social media and thinking that that's how they're going to get clients and customers. Your focus should be on generating leads. And how are you going to generate leads if you don't even have a landing page URL in your description area? Yet you're posting videos thinking that everything is going to work, confused as to why it doesn't, right? And then lastly, what I see is that people, again, referring to what I was just talking about, was people don't really have a sustainable lead generation strategy. And so what do I mean by that? Well, when you look at what a lot of people are doing, for example, they have a link tree in their Instagram profile area. That's fine. But what you are unknowingly doing is sending people here, there, and everywhere. Go to my website, go to my YouTube, follow me on my podcast, go to all my social media accounts. That does not help you generate leads. When you generate leads, you collect names, numbers, and email addresses that you have control over, that you can market to when you want to, right? But if they're just following you on social media, you don't have that same control or access, right? So my advice is don't post, don't send people here, there, and everywhere. Send them to one dedicated place, right? And there are people, like I said, that they're doing video marketing. This was another client of mine. She was doing video marketing and didn't have Yeah, she was doing video marketing, trying to get customers and clients, and didn't even have a landing page URL in her description, right? Whereas you can see mine there on the bottom, my shorts, I've got a sexy, appropriate title that's going to generate attention and get clicks. And I also have my URL there that helps to capture leads, right? So the point is that you have to have a single focus when it comes to your marketing. Don't just be doing marketing for the sake of marketing. You have to have one single focus so that you can find success in one area. So what I've found is the reason that people don't find success is that they don't think about lead generation as a system, right? And again, I have all this corporate experience and academic background, so I can tell you that's the way professionals do it, right? So most people don't think about lead generation as a system, and they don't have a specific strategy, right? A lot of people don't know how to do lead generation properly, which is why I wanted to help contribute to today's boot camp, because it's like, oh, I have to generate leads, but it's like, how? What are the steps? What are the systems? What are the structures, right? Another reason is people say that they don't have time. They don't have time to put all the systems in place to collect and follow up with leads. So they just kind of avoid it, doing busy work. And like I said, spinning their wheels, never getting anywhere fast, right? And some people are simply just intimidated by technology and software setup. And I get that. So they do the simple things, but the simple things don't get you the success that you need, deserve, want, and desire, right? Sometimes people don't have the money or the time or the resources to pay for copy, right? Or to write video scripts and stuff like that. So that's another thing that stops people from effective lead generation. And then I would say that they don't have a proper system in place to they don't have a proper support system in place. So there's no staff or automation or, no virtual assistant. So those are some of the reasons that I see people failing and just not doing well in their lead generation efforts, which is why I created the sold organic lead generation system and program. And it doesn't just work for corporations, right? I made it to be simple for small businesses because that's where my heart lies, right? And it worked very well for this business, for this barbershop owner that made like 256, grew revenues and followers by 256 in less than 12 months, right? This owner here who made $500,000 in 12 months, and this nonprofit that also made $1 million with this strategy in 14 months. So this is not something that's open to the public. I usually just use the soul system with my clients, but for the Ultimate Profit Bootcamp, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my Video Marketing Mastery Mentorship Program, right, to help you guys get off on a fast start. So the Video Marketing Mentorship Program covers things like what is marketing mentorship, and what is marketing, what is video marketing, why is it important, the different types of videos that you can and should make. You don't have to be in videos, right? It looks at keyword research and the best practices to help your videos rank, as well as, best practices in terms of what to say in the beginning and the middle and the end, or how to optimize your video and syndicate your video, as well as creating a video marketing calendar and putting together a strategy. And now I'm also giving a master class on how to master shorts, because as I said, shorts is the ish right now, right? So the soul system, this is a registered psychotherapist who talks about the soul system and said the soul system allowed me to create some great videos that got attention and helped me land some instant sales. Forever indebted, can't thank you enough. And this construction company owner said I was a little bit lost on how to get exposure for my business before we started using the soul system, but now we have a clear plan on how to get and attract leads. We've implemented the first few suggestions and we're already getting calls and booking appointments. Way to go, Tristan. Right? So just so you can summarize, when you're looking at your lead generation, you have two options. You can generate leads with the soul system or without the soul system. When you use the soul system, the number of leads that you get, the number of channels that you use to get leads are 12 channels. Without the soul system, people are typically using 3, right? With the soul system, when do you move to paid ads? You go to them last or you go to them late. Whereas without the soul system, people are usually investing in paid ads way too early and failing and not finding success, and they don't succeed, right? With the soul system, it makes use of best practices. Without the soul system, it's kind of willy-nilly the Wild West, just guessing at what you're supposed to do. The soul system offers the very first step-by-step lead generation strategy on the planet, right? Without the soul system, there is no strategy, there is no step-by-step. You're just trying to generate leads from here, there, and everywhere, right? With the soul system, you get to go deep and wide so that you find success generating leads in one channel, right, before moving on to another one. But without the soul system, that doesn't happen. That's usually very shallow marketing. The soul system, again, unlike any other lead generation, well, there isn't a system out there, but it creates synergy and momentum. So again, you're successful in one area. You just got to pretend that that's the only area from which you can get leads, right? Once you find success there, you move on to the next one, and then you start building synergy and momentum, and that's where you find success. If you don't use the soul system to generate leads, you're never going to get that synergy and momentum. And then lastly, the soul system offers a structured system to collect leads, whereas without the soul system, there is no structure system. And then lastly, the soul system comes with like 1 year of annual support, right? Without the soul system, you don't get that. And as you've seen, that is a major factor in people's their lack of success is just not having a support system to bounce ideas off of, or even to get customer service from Facebook to find out, why is my account shut down, right? So with the soul system, the kind of support that we're talking about is a special offer here for the people in the Ultimate Profit Bootcamp is when you get involved in the soul system video marketing mentorship program, completely risk-free. We will have an intake strategy call with you. So we do a discovery call, where are you in your business? What are you struggling with? What's working, what's not working? And then take a look at your goals, where you want to go, and then how to get there, and put together a plan of execution so that it works for you, and then help you with the implementation of the strategies, right? The video marketing mentorship program right now also comes with 4 free tickets for you and a guest at no charge to our quarterly soul system organic lead generation workshops and work sessions. And what these are we're just talking about the video marketing one because that's like the fundamental foundation of the soul system, but there are 12 different channels. So throughout the year, we have quarterly events where, we'll go through masterminds and you can ask questions. Again, this is all free with our mentorship program. So the first event just shows you how to capture leads with video marketing, local marketing, and social media marketing. The second event we have is how to use mobile marketing and look at your analytics and do competitive research so that you can get more strategic about your leads. Our third event is how to create branding and graphic design and content that attracts your ideal customer. And then our fourth event is how to be more strategic and scale and get leads through content syndication, campaign planning, and then paid ads for leads, right? So with the mentorship program, you get 1.5 hours with me, 90 minutes with me every week. And we go through, some of the different tactics and strategies in the soul system. We take a look at your specific account and answer any questions that you might have. And this to me is invaluable because, like I said, if it weren't for this particular offer that I'm putting together for Anthony today, if you came to the office, right, it's a minimum of about $350 an hour, right? So you get to sit with me for an hour and a half, every week to go over your plan and your program, right? We also have a midway checkup and strategy call. So let's say, 45 to 60 days after getting involved with us, then, we do a checkup call. How's that strategy coming along? What are you struggling with? Do you need any support, right? And then after, let's say, let's say 45, 90, 120, 180 days, whatever, you can schedule your congratulations call, right? And that is where we take a look at your success, the strategies that you've moved on, and we're like, yay, what are the next steps? And if things haven't gone correctly, then we can have like a pivot call or a correction or a rescue call, right? So those are all of the things that come with the mentorship program that I'm offering today for Anthony's private tribe, right? So you get the Soul System Video Marketing Lead Generation Program, normally $14.97. You get the Shortcut Your Way to Success with Shorts program, valued at $4.97. You get the Welcome Introductory Evaluation Strategy Call, valued at $2.97. You get the 4 tickets to our quarterly Soul System in-person or virtual training. I'm in Boca Raton if you guys want to come down. 4 tickets for you and a guest to our quarterly Soul System training workshops and working sessions, so you walk away with something tangible that you can implement. It's not just theory and talk and motivation, right? I think each one of those sessions is around $2.97. So for the 4 of them, I think it works out to $15.97. Plus you get the weekly group coaching call, which I told you this is actually not, it's way more than, $13,000, because I forgot that our coaching calls are 90 minutes, not 60 minutes. And then there's a midway check-in and support strategy call valued at $199, and then a congratulations on your success call or a correction call also valued at $297. So the value of everything that's included today with the marketing mentorship program is valued at $17,380, right? So if you're wondering, you know what, can I do this? The answer is yeah, you absolutely can, right? It doesn't matter your expertise, your income, your type of business, or your stage of business, because as I've shown you, it's worked for large corporations and small businesses alike, right? If you have tried things and it didn't work out for you in the past before, chances are that you might not have had the support that you needed, right? That comes with the Soul System. The Soul System doesn't take a lot of time. It certainly doesn't cost a lot of money because all the tactics are free, right? And it's a really worthy and worthwhile investment that you'll actually use. You can put it into practical use and you will see immediate results. Sorry, let's go here. And so what problems specifically does the Soul Solution solve? So first of all, it solves a traffic problem, right? Because if you're not where all the eyes are, you're not going to get traffic. When you're using the Soul System Strategic Organic Leads on Demand, focusing on video first, it eliminates your traffic problem, because like we said, YouTube Shorts are showing up everywhere. You just have to make sure you have your URL, your landing page URL in the description, and then you'll start getting more traffic. The Soul System solves a lead generation problem because now you have multiple ways to collect leads. It solves your money problem because you don't have to pay for ads. It solves your money problem, the second money problem, because you'll get a high return on investment every time because you don't have to invest any money to implement these strategies, right? It eliminates all of the other problems that we talked about that happen with paid ads, and it eliminates the problem of you feeling isolated or scared or scattered or frustrated and confused and sad, right? Because you're supported and you can simply follow the step-by-step strategy. You don't have to guess and try to figure it out on your own. It solves the problem of poor quality leads and feeling stuck or stagnant, right? So those are some of the things that I love about the Soul System. And the benefits are, like I mentioned, it's quick, it's easy, it's fun, it's free, right? The Soul System is structured, it's strategic, it's simple, it's step-by-step, it gets instant results. And the conversion numbers are pretty competitive. In the cold market, just with regular paid ads, your conversions are like about 1 to 2%. And with organic leads, your conversions are 2 to 6%, right? Because you're getting higher quality leads. These are people who have found your content, they've raised their hand, they said they're interested, they want to engage. It's not like you're just shoving someone's ad in their face and they just click on it because they're curious, not serious, right? So you tend to have higher conversion numbers with organic leads and organic marketing. So of course, it's all another benefit is, again, you get a higher rate of return because organic lead generation is free, right? And then how long does it take? It doesn't take very long at all, right? It might take you half an hour to read about the importance of video marketing and why you should implement it in your business, like some of the stats that I went over today. How many of you have realistically looked at the stats for lead generation, right? So just take a little time to get to know about it and how it works, right? And then The next thing that we tell you to do in the marketing mastership, the marketing mentorship masterclass is, just do a little bit of keyword research and how to do that. Try to figure out some of the keywords that you should use in your titles or your content. And again, none of this you're doing alone. We're doing it all together, right? So then come up with 10 or 15 or 20 video titles based on the keyword research that you did earlier. Now make 4 simple videos. Great. Then we take a look at your videos, and now it's like, okay, this is how you did your video on your own. But now let's redo your video implementing best practices so that you can see the difference and the improvement. That doesn't take very long to edit a video. Most of that software is available on your phone, right? Then another mini task is for you to come up with 4 different hooks and call to actions. Subscribe to our newsletter, join us on Facebook, whatever. Just come up with a couple of different hooks and calls to actions that you can put in your videos. I don't think we covered this again because there's not a lot of time, but in terms of going deep and wide and using best practices, again, it's not enough to just do video marketing because you learned that video marketing is good for you or will help you generate leads. You need to do it strategically and use the right hooks and calls to action so that you can have success. We will teach you about that in the mentorship program. We also teach you how to post and optimize your videos on YouTube, but also to syndicate it in other places, right? There's Vimeo, there's I think Daily Motion or Meta Cafe. One of them doesn't exist anymore, but there are at least 27 different video streaming platforms. Why are you only focusing on YouTube, right? You are limiting yourself in the amount of organic traffic and leads you can get because you're just on one platform. But in our marketing mentorship program, again, because we go deep and wide, we tell you all of those little secrets, right? And then we help you to create a video marketing calendar for the year so you never have to guess at what you're doing next, which means you're inconsistent and the algorithms do not like inconsistency. So if you have a calendar, you'll always know what to post. And if life comes up or you get busy or something gets in the way, you can always get back on track. It's not like you are starting from scratch, right? So yeah, we're just getting ready to wrap up now because that is like the last thing that I wanted to cover today, which was like number 4 on the list. We covered lead generation, why it's important, how to do it, the 7 mistakes people make, the 12 places you can get leads, and the number 1 hack to get free leads and to grow your business is, in my opinion and experience, through video marketing, and in particular, start with YouTube in mind, focus on shorts, and then syndicate to other places. So that would be our advice. So that is the quick recap, and just remember, the 7 mistakes that people make: jumping into paid ads too quickly, using too few channels, doing really surface, shallow, segregated, scattered, sporadic marketing, not using best practices, and then not having any sustainable lead generation system. And you also know that the system has helped. It helped and helps small businesses and large corporations alike. It is a well-recognized, revolutionary, trailblazing system that is taking the marketing world by storm, and it's an opportunity for you to get in on it now. It's won multiple awards. It's based on academic, corporate experience, and that's just one thing I just want to make you guys aware of. There are lots of gurus online and people saying I made $1 million in my sleep in 10 seconds, right? But the fact is that none of those people can very likely go to a Fortune 500 company and say, can I be your chief marketing officer, right? For that, they ask you to have the proper academic education because you need to understand the foundation and the fundamentals. Just because you made $1 million in a funnel doesn't mean you can run a marketing department for like a multinational $1 million corporation. So there's a difference, right? And you also know that the Soul System is backed by some of the biggest, best, and brightest minds in marketing. So if you know that you are ready to get started in generating hot, high quality organic leads for your business, I've got a couple of bonuses for you guys since you spent some quality time with us today. So for the first bonus that you get with the video marketing mentorship program is something called the Don't Worry, I'll Do It For You bonus, okay? So what that is like, you know what, we talked about the tech challenges and problems people run into that impedes people from successful lead generation, and we want to move those obstacles. So bonus number one is we will start your YouTube channel for you. There was actually a lady, so we had a soft launch for this. We had some beta testers last year, and there's a lady and she went through the program, and at the end of it, we're like, okay, so did you upload your videos? And she's like, I don't have a YouTube channel. So I was like, what? How is it possible for you to go through the program and you don't even have a YouTube channel? So it made me realize I need to take a step back and realize that like some people are really starting from basics. So when you get involved in the Soul System Video Marketing Mentorship Program with YouTube Shorts Edition, we will set up your YouTube channel for you, right? And if you already have a YouTube channel, then we'll take a look at it and make sure that it's optimized and doing as well as it can. The second bonus that we give you is we will design for free a professional YouTube cover banner for you, right? We talked about one of the ways to attract and generate leads is through your branding and your messaging, right? This is what most people's YouTube channels looks like, right? Look at the difference. One looks very professional, high class, high caliber, the other doesn't. So in terms of attracting leads, if your competitor has a nicer site than you, who do you think they're going to have more credibility and trust in, right? The third bonus that we give you is we're going to design your YouTube thumbnails, and you may not think that that's important, but again, it's about going deep and wide and understanding the best practices and maximizing the amount of leads you can get in one channel, because it says that 90% of the best performing videos on YouTube have a custom thumbnail, and 72% of the most popular thumbnails include a face and get 921,000 more views. So again, if you don't know these little tricks and nuggets, not even tricks, if you don't understand these nuggets because you're not going deep enough and wide enough in one channel and you're moving on quickly to another, you're not going to get the results that you need, okay? Bonus number 4, we talked about having a landing page. Some people don't have money to develop a landing page, or they've done it themselves and they have a crappy landing page, or they don't have the tech skills or don't have the money to pay somebody. So bonus number 4, we will actually design 4 custom business landing page for you so that you can put those URLs in your YouTube channels with a video so that you can do some A/B testing and see which one produces the best results for you. Bonus number 5, we will set up your email marketing automation software for you of your choice, whether it's MailChimp, Aweber, Constant Contact, or something that's not on here. We have a large team with great expertise in this area. And if you already have your marketing automation software set up, but you're confused by it, you're not understanding it, or you don't think you're, maximizing it and using it as well as you can, we'll get in there. We'll take a look. We'll see what's working. We'll answer any questions that you have. Now, when you set up your landing page and people give you their name, address, and phone number, and they get into your email funnel, they're going to be expecting something, right? So you have to write a welcome email. And again, copy is sometimes a challenge for people. What do I say? I don't like to write, blah, blah, blah. How can I make it effective, persuasive? Don't worry about all that. We will write your first autoresponder welcome email for you. And bonus number 7 will actually give you 12 additional lead nurturing emails, because we all know as professionals, right, it takes people 8 to 12 times of interacting with you before they feel like they know, like, and can trust you before they're ready to buy. You can spend 20, 30, 40 hours if you want writing these emails, or we'll just do them for you when you get involved in the Soul System Video Marketing Mentorship Program. And these emails are, again, strategically designed with like all of the corporate experience to educate your leads, to inform them, to engage with them, and to eventually convert them into paying customers, right? Bonus number 8, we told you the importance of using video to capture leads and why you should start with YouTube and why you should start with YouTube Shorts and keywords and people looking for solutions and having buyer intent. That means you need to know what keywords to use. You can take your time to do all of this research if you want to. It will take you a good few hours, and you can also get lost in all of the different keyword search tools and websites and give us your information and pay for this and forget about all that. When you get involved in the video marketing mentorship program, we will give you 1,000 of the top performing keywords in your niche. So you don't have to spend the time doing that research. We'll just give them to you in an Excel or CSV file. What that means is, for example, if your business is about cybersecurity, we'll give you 1,000 top performing keywords that might say things like cybersecurity, information security, business, cybersecurity business, computer security. All of these words you can use in your emails, your blogs, your newsletters, your videos to help you with your SEO, because SEO and the title that you have for your video is probably the most important factor to consider when it comes to search engine optimization, getting free leads, and ranking on the first page of Google or ranking at the top of YouTube, right? So again, if you're doing video marketing or content marketing or social media marketing and you're not going deep in any one particular channel, you are going to miss these little things. Just like I said earlier, if you guys missed even one single piece of this presentation, it would likely be the missing link or piece of information that would cause you to fail. So congratulations on still being here. You're a champ, you're a winner, and I know you really want to succeed, right? And it says that video titles are also important because they help you rank in search engines like Google. So here's an example of some of the titles that we would give you, right? Let's say on our first strategy call, you tell us what your business is about, like the person who wants to rethink fireworks, which I think is a really cool idea, Siobhan, by the way, right? So you tell us what your keywords are, and then we are going to get, we're going to put the titles for you that are going to get the highest amount of clicks. Video titles like, so again, if your search term or your keyword or your business is about creating internet memes, some of the titles we might give you are things like, hey, 10 insane meme creation tips, or make a video that says the step-by-step guide to creating meme ideas that will go viral. We're going to give you these titles for your videos, right? Bonus number 10, like I mentioned before, again, like I said, I didn't have time to get into it, but you'll find out about it in the program, right? You have to go deep, you have to go wide, you have to use the best practices, and that includes things like your hook, right? Because if you don't know how long someone's supposed to stay on your video, you're going to be making videos that the algorithms may not promote, and you don't know why. You have to have an attention grabber at the beginning of your video so that the audience is invested and it motivates them to watch the whole thing. One big mistake people make when their video is like, hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm here today to tell you about this and that, and I've been working for 25 years. They don't care, right? You need to have hooks in the beginning of your videos. Things like, hey, you won't believe this simple hack that gets you this result, right? Or, hey, guys, these are the 7 reasons why this common thing doesn't work for you. Or, here are the 5 tools I use to get this result. Or, here are the dark side of this industry. When you have hooks like that in the beginning of your video, it motivates people to watch to the end because you're telling them you're going to be revealing something. They want to know what you're going to reveal, so they will stay to the end. If you don't do something as simple as having a hook or a call to action in your video, they won't convert. It won't work. You'll be doing everything right in your mind and wondering why it's not getting results, right? Bonus number 11. Like we told you earlier, in the program, you'll learn you will create your own video calendar, or we'll just create it for you, right? Because like I said, we want to get you off to a fast start. It's usually the things in the beginning that stop people from being successful, but if we can give you a head start and springboard you to success for at least a month, you'll have enough experience that you can do well on your own after that, or give the work to a team to do for you. And then lastly, guys, we're just going to do the videos for you, because even if we tell you the title, even if we tell you the call to actions, the hooks, the keyword, at the end of the day, you're still going to have to make your own videos, right? You're going to have to make them on your own, or you're going to have to hire somebody to do that. And that can be very scary and intimidating. So what we're going to do is we are just going to give you 30 videos. You are going to have one video every day to post for a month so that you can start to get that synergy and momentum that we were talking about today. So first of all, what does that mean, right? Like, again, you can do video marketing, but if you're not doing video marketing in the right way, it's not going to be effective. You have to make videos that the algorithms like. Well, what does that mean? An algorithm is simply a recommendation system that determines if your video is going to be seen or not, right? And it's basically based on computer instructions that monitor comments and descriptions and engagement to rank and recommend videos based on relevance and viewer satisfaction. So if you're not making the right videos, the algorithms are not going to show it. No one's going to see it. No one's going to see your link. No one's going to be in your, sorry, hold on. I think my screen stopped. Where is my PowerPoint? Sorry, guys. It seemed like I had a system crash. Give me 1 second here. I think that the PowerPoint presentation is just too hot for the system. Like, it just can't handle it. So I'm going to open it up again. But anyway, as this is opening, I'll just finish telling you about the bonuses that we're giving you. So yeah, you will get 30 Grant Cardone. You'll get 30 Grant Cardone, Gary V, Alex Hormozi style videos. That way you don't have to do them yourself and you don't have to pay anybody to do them. So when you add up, I can't believe this is taking so long, but when you add up all of the bonuses and things that are included in the program, I think it comes up to about $31,000. But of course, we would charge you anywhere near that because, you know, we know that economic times are tough right now. So what we want to do is we have a special bonus if this ever opens. I can tell you guys all about it. But in the meantime, if you guys have any questions, feel free to write them down in the chat. I can take a quick look. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the bonuses just keep coming. Sold is getting it done. Very nice. Yep, great support. Hi there. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that this is crashing right now. This is so crazy. All right, well, let me just stop sharing my screen for a second. And you guys can unmute yourselves if you want to, and we'll take any questions while this is opening up. Hi, since you guys can't see my screen, I figured I would come on. So does anybody have any questions? You guys want to let me know how your lead generation efforts are going and what's working for you and what you guys might have any questions about?
Yeah, and hey, Nakimbe, can you hear me?
Hi, yeah, Maggie, is that you?
It is me. Good to see you, Nakimbe, as always.
Hi.
So yeah, I'm here and I'm happy to help. I've got the questions opened here. I can go through and maybe select a couple while we're waiting for things or the technology to get sorted out.
Absolutely. I'm happy to answer any questions, and then hopefully I'll be able to, you know, tell you guys about this amazing offer I put together for you. So go ahead,
Absolutely. Okay, there was I did see this great question. There's a lot here, a lot more than I was anticipating here, but yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah,
so
sure.
There was a question. Oh, here we go. This is a question from Paul Feinstone. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. Paul's question was, can you generate organic results on YouTube without paid advertising?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So if you are, you know, my PowerPoint is completely crashing right now, guys. Sorry, but yeah, if you do what I say, so you're asking if you can get leads on YouTube without paying for ads. Yeah, so if you have a certain number of videos, again, you can't have just 1 or 2 videos. You have to have enough videos that are researched with the right titles so that when people are doing searches, your videos come up. And then once they see your video and watch your video, you know, you give the call to action that, hey, you know, get this free thing, look in my description for a link. Like, you have to instruct people to do it. You can't just expect to have videos up and without having like a URL or landing page, and you just collect leads that way. That's not how it works. Again, you have to be strategic about it. So no, you don't have to have paid ads on YouTube to generate leads, because this is all about organic. This is all about organic leads, right? So it's all about organic leads, and once you're getting enough organic leads and prospects and customers, and you're profitable enough, you've gained enough information and intelligence over time, you can strategically invest in paid ads to be successful, rather than jumping to paid ads right away without knowing what you're doing, and then not experiencing success, right? So I hope that answers your question for you.
Yeah, I hope, Paul, I
Meg?
hope that does help answer. Yeah, the call to action is really important. So thank you so much for including that, Nakimbe. You're exactly right. I have another question here. I guess it's sort of a clarifying question. Are you considered a digital agency only working for local businesses? This is a
No,
question from Rod. Thank you, Rod, for your question.
I work for large corporations and small businesses, because at the end of the day, everybody needs leads, right? And so that's another thing that I want to let you guys know. Lead generation and traffic is the foundation of your business. So even if you're thinking about investing in other programs like becoming a podcaster or real estate or growing your email list, at the end of the day, none of those things work without the foundation, which is getting traffic and leads for your podcast or to grow your email list or any of those other things. So this is good. We have until, I think, just before 9 o'clock. So I got my PowerPoint to open again, but I'm really enjoying these questions. So go ahead, Maggie. What else do we got?
Okay,
Maggie,
I have a question.
Sorry, Nimbe, you're the last speaker today, so you have as long as you need. Don't panic.
Oh, okay. My hubby probably wants me back at some time. I gotta eat dinner, but yay, I'm glad we can hang out as long as we want to. Thank you for that. So Maggie, what else do we got?
Okay, hopefully this will probably make more sense to you than it does to me, that's for sure. So the question here is, do you make this offer without bonus or without the bonus and even more expensive during the year in case if we can buy later, or is it just now? Thank you. This is a question from
Oh,
CEG.
that is a great question. My PowerPoint has just popped up and it's going to address those questions for you. So you're wondering if the program is available without the bonuses. Yeah, it is, but it's actually going to be more expensive because, like I said, we had a beta launch a few months back. I guess it was September, and now we have the soft launch, and we're going to have the bigger launch in September. And at that time, the prices are going to at least double. So yeah, it'll actually be more expensive for you to get the program at any other time. And I'm just gonna the PowerPoint's coming up. I'll be able to pull up the exact pricing of how much the video marketing mentorship is on its own, because my staff is the one that put it together, and then what sort of discounts or bonuses or what they're offering today for Anthony's tribe with the introduction to the soul system. So yeah, Maggie, what else do we got?
Okay, there's another question from CG. I think that you'll appreciate this one as well, Nakimbe. Do you need to have a company LLC registered on the country or in the country where you do the pages, like the US, for paying taxes? So this is in relation to paying taxes. In case we're not in the US or aren't US citizens. And thank you. That's again from CG.
CG, that is a great question, and I'm a master of a lot of things, but taxes and LLC, I leave that up to the professionals. So it would probably serve you best to ask somebody who has more expertise in that area, because I wouldn't want to mislead you or send you down the wrong path.
Right. Yeah, that makes good sense. I appreciate that as well because I'm learning along with everyone else here on the call on the webinar presentation. So thank you so much for being so incredibly generous with your knowledge and your time. Let's
Oh,
see if we can find another question here for you. Oh, what about this one? It might be a little bit
I'm
of a divergence
going.
from today, but do
Go.
you do mentoring, Nakimbe? Do you mentor? That's a question from Siobhan.
Oh, hi, Siobhan, with the Rethinking Fireworks. I really enjoyed your presentation. I'm glad I logged in early because you talking about fireworks that are quiet and all of these different ways. Like, I was just thinking about all, I know that you and Anthony were talking and you were talking about all the different videos that you can do. And Anthony advised you very well on making videos and syndicating them everywhere. So yeah, I love that idea. Yeah, I do mentorship. I'm on LinkedIn, or if you want to leave your information in the chat, Maggie can take it and I'll be happy to follow up. I just want to hurry up and make sure that I get these. Yay! Okay, I think I found it. Maggie, I'll take one more question and then I'll get into the special bonus offer that I have for Anthony's tribe today for our exclusive offer that's not even open to the public yet. So I'll take one more question and then I'll try to share my screen again and we'll pick it up and we'll wrap it up.
Okay, excellent. And by the way, yes, for mentoring, if Nakimbe is your mentor, you've hit the jackpot. Just saying. I just had to put that out there. Okay, Nakimbe, and then so the final question for this this part of the presentation is also from CG. Thank you so much for all your great questions. Can you repurpose YouTube Shorts to TikTok, Instagram Reels, and to Facebook? Do you teach that on your course? Then thank you from CJ and thank you to you.
Yeah, absolutely. We do teach that in the program. Also, like, because you have the opportunity, and Maggie will tell you, because you do have the opportunity to meet with me on a weekly basis, we can like customize things just for you, based on what it is, you specifically need. So that's a great question. Now let me see if I can finally play from this again. Don't you just love technology? Am I sharing my screen, guys? No, not yet. Show. Am I sharing my screen?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. Okay, well, you guys don't need to see me anymore. All right, thank you so much for that. So as I was saying, with all of the different bonuses that we give you and we tell you how to do your YouTube shorts, at the end of the day, you're still gonna have to be the one to do them, or you're gonna hire somebody to do them. So we're just gonna do it for you so that you can get off to a fast start, see what videos work well for you, and then take it from there. And that just includes things like, having maybe a progress bar, making sure that your branding is on point. These are all things that we'll find out in your introductory strategy call. So if somebody had a question about if this program is available without the bonuses, and it is, but it's more expensive. This is literally a special offer that I put together because Anthony was kind enough to invite me into his profit boot camp. So anyway, just in summary, the bonuses that you get: the YouTube channel setup, the cover banner, you get the 6 thumbnails, the 3 custom landing pages so you can collect leads. We will set up your email marketing platform for you, write your first email responder, plus the 12 lead nurturing emails. We'll give you an Excel or CVS of 1,000 targeted keywords you can use in your content, video, titles, emails, etc. We will give you 30 search engine optimized video titles. So now, not only do you have the keywords, we'll just give you the best performing titles, 30. Like I say, you have at least 1 month to help you get off to a fast start. We will give you 30 opening hooks. I only showed you 5 of them before. We'll give you 30. And like I said, we'll just give you 30 videos, and we'll give you your 1 month calendar. So when you add up all of the bonuses, that comes up to $14,663. You're like, holy gosh, Nakimbe, like that's crazy. Why are you doing that? So I'm going to tell you the reason. First of all, like I said, it's just a massive, huge thank you and digital kiss to Anthony for inviting me to the Profit Bootcamp. I always love sharing information about the revolutionary soul system so that it could help small businesses like you. And we are also looking for partners. We are looking for people to partner with us and spread the word about the soul system, because your success is our success, so it behooves us to help you be as successful as possible. And we're looking for your testimonials. We're looking for your feedback. As I mentioned, we're going to be having a larger launch. This is just a soft launch right now. It's just like sort of introduction to the public. I've been using it with corporations for years. So yeah, we're having a big launch in September, and by that time the price is going to at least double, right? So that's why you should take advantage of this now. And I want to be honest and transparent with you. This is not the only solution obviously out there. There are lots of other ways you can go about generating leads. First of all, you don't have to do video. There are lots of different ways to get organic leads, but we just say video is the step in the foundation for the whole soul system, right? The statistics show you it's the fastest, quickest, sexiest, easiest, most fun way. It's getting a lot of traction, and you can repurpose it elsewhere. So if you don't want to do video, that's fine, but then you won't have like a step-by-step strategy to follow, right? If you ignore video and you just focus on content marketing or social media marketing, you're not going to have a succession plan, right? Which means you may end up just staying stuck and spinning your wheels. And you also won't have a simple structure that's set up to collect leads, like the landing pages that we are going to design for you and the emails that we're going to write for you. So you don't have to do it this way. And if you want to do video, but you don't want the done for you route, let's say you still want to do video marketing, but you want to do it on your own, here are, again, in all transparency, some of your options, right? You can hire a video content person on Fiverr to do videos for you. That's going to cost you $7,500. You can get someone to follow you around and film you for a couple of days. That's about $20,000. That's $20K. You can buy video equipment for yourself, right? So you've got the lighting, the camera, the mics, the studio setup. All that's about $10,000. Or you can just make and edit videos for yourself on your own. Don't have to pay anybody to do it. Don't have to get involved in this program. It's going to take you about 2 hours a day, and depending on your value of time per hour, you're looking at $4,000 a month. You can again just edit videos yourself and become your own video editor. You can take a course on that, but I think you probably have a business to run. You're not trying to be a video editor, right? You just want some videos, right? If you decided to take a course, you're looking at investing at least $3,500. If you hire a full-time person to edit your videos, you're looking at $500 a week, $2,000 a month, $25,000 a year. Or you can hire an outside agency who's going to charge you at least $6,500 a month. So when you look at all of the alternative options, you're looking at about $75,000, right? But when you weigh your options, those things are like tens of thousands of dollars more, and you won't get half of what you're getting with the soul system. So this is not for everybody, right? The soul system is not for everybody. So no soup for you, right? This is not for you if you don't like leads, you don't want leads, or you don't need leads. It's not for you if you need a lot of leads fast, right? And you have the support in place to manage all of those leads, right? The soul system is not for you if you've got a lot of money and you can easily invest in paid ads, and if you've got money to burn and test, then you don't have to bother with the soul system. And also, if you need concrete and predictable answers, or you want to scale fast, I would also advise you that the soul system is not for you, right? Because the soul system is about getting a steady stream of organic leads on demand. And for like some marketers, like, okay, if I put $1 in, how much am I going to get out? I can't answer that with the soul system because you're not putting any money into it, right? So the soul system is not for everybody, but who has to take this program? If you are a makeup artist and need more clients, if you are a dance instructor and you need more students, if you are a photographer and you want to book more gigs, if you are a vintage clothes seller and you want more sales, or if you're a landscaper, a coach, a consultant, a course creator, a marketing agency who wants more customers and clients, then you need to start implementing the soul system. The soul system for you is for you if you just want to learn how to increase your organic lead generation, right? Or if you want to learn about video and YouTube shorts and TikTok and Reels. This answers the question somebody had earlier. Yes, we do cover it. We just say start with YouTube in mind, right? So again, the question somebody had is, How much is everything? Well, when we look at everything that's included, again, the lead generation program, Success with Shorts, the evaluation strategy calls, and the workshops and the weekly group coaching call, you're looking at $16,880, right? Plus all the bonuses, the YouTube channel setup, the cover, the thumbnails, the landing pages, the email, the nurturing, the videos. The videos alone are worth around $6,000 because it's at least $200 for like a 1-minute video. So the value of all of the bonuses that you get with the Soul System today come up to $14,663. So as I mentioned, when you add all of that up, that's $31,000, right? But we're obviously not going to charge you anywhere close to that because, you know, times are tough, but we also understand that you know that it's important to invest in yourself. So we want to make it accessible and attainable for you because an investment in yourself is the best investment you can make. So right now we have a one-time only offer. I promise you this offer will only appear once. So anyone who signs up today, you're going to get the video marketing mentorship program that again comes with the shorts, the strategy calls, the welcome calls, the private group, plus all of the bonuses, the channel setup, the banners, the emails, the videos, the titles, call to action, all of that stuff. Instead of paying $31,500 today, you can have everything for the low, crazy price of just $997. That's only for the next, 15 or 30 minutes only. So all you have to do is go to this URL right here. It's special just for Anthony, just for Tony. Maggie, you may want to write that down in the chat. It's tinyurl.com/UPB, which stands for the Ultimate Profit Bootcamp dash Soul System dash special, right? And it comes with all of those things that I mentioned to you. But we also have a payment plan available, so you can pay $997 or 3 payments of $397, and you can just, you know, make your selection at the cart. Plus, guys, we're so confident in your success, and people who do the program aren't successful. So we have a 100% customer guarantee where you will get you get a 1-year money back guarantee. So this program is 100% completely risk-free, meaning that if one date to the year you purchase, if you do not increase your business leads by 100 to 500%, or if you do not make back your investment with what is required for you today, we will work with you, like I said, to get you the results you need, or we'll just give you a full refund, right? So if you don't increase your leads by 1 to 500% or don't make your money back for, you know, a year to date from purchasing the program, provided of course that you follow all of the steps. You can't miss the steps. It can't work if you skip steps, right? But if you do all of that and it still doesn't work for you, then we have a no questions asked 100% money back guarantee, plus a 200 gift card just for your trouble and your dissatisfaction. And you're going to want to act now, because once those leads start coming into your email, trust me, it is a pain in the butt to have to check your emails all the time. I've got a nice email list, and anytime I send out an email, I've got to go and look at all of the bounce backs, the automatic responses. I have to reply to email. It is a full-time job in and of itself. So for the first 15 people, or the first 15 minutes, whatever happens faster, you will also get a virtual assistant placed in your business, right? So you're going to want to go ahead and order now. There is the URL. If this one doesn't work, which it should, Maggie will put both of them for you in the chat. There's the URL again. There it is again. Excuse me. All right, so then lastly, I just, let me see what's happening. So just in closing, I want to know if you have any questions or concerns and you're wondering, I really like the sound of the Soul System, but I'm not sure if it's for me. Let me tell you what usually stops people from investing in themselves, right? They have a lack of trust in the online course provider. I'm the one who's teaching the course, right? Not enough time to devote to learning the material. You get to meet with me once a week. You get access to the recordings, and we're going to do most of the first chapters for you anyway, right? So not enough in money to invest in the program. You know that this is an investment in yourself, plus we have a payment program, so there's no excuse. People sometimes They fear their lack of knowledge or experience in lead generation. You don't have to know anything. We're going to do everything for you. And like I said, it's step by step, it's strategic, it's plug and play. You just got to follow it. A fear of not being able to apply the information, very easy. We'll do it for you. My niece, who's 13 years old, can do it and has done it. The information is presented. There's written text, but there's also me speaking with you. So it's not difficult to understand. It's not academic. It's very fun. It's like learning from a friend, basically, right? In terms of the course objections, again, we guarantee that you'll increase your leads by 100 to 500%, and you'll make your money back. You'll have, 30 videos online. Those are the course objectives. Those are the things those are the tangible outcomes of you participating in a program. And then, of course, you have support. We have great reviews, and you'll definitely be applying the information. So go ahead. If you know that this is for you, it's an absolute must. If what you're doing for you right now is not working, right? This is an absolute must for you. If you need support and guidance, and you just know that you deserve to succeed, right? And what happens if you don't do this? Chances are you're just going to continue to spin your wheels, right? You'll continue to suffer and struggle and possibly just say no because you're self-sabotaging. And I think that that's crazy, and not in a disrespectful way, but to do anything else, to take any other program before investing in your lead generation strategy, I think is crazy. And what I mean by crazy, I like acronyms, right? So CRAZY is that means that you continue to repeat activities that net zero yield. So if you're, doing blogging and video marketing and social media marketing, and all those things are not producing results for you, why would you continue to do it? You have to do it the right way. You have to do it strategically. So again, save yourself about $30,000 on this program. Go to the URL that you see on the screen right now. You can get the Ultimate Profit Bootcamp discount program for only $9.97. Like I said, for everything that's included, plus the bonuses and the short program, because my video marketing mentorship program on its own costs more than $1,000. So again, the first 15 people will get a virtual assistant placed in their business, $9.97 or 3 payments of $3.97. So there's really no excuse, especially with the money back guarantee. It's completely risk-free, right? There's no excuse. There's only execution. And if you're an entrepreneur on a budget, struggling to get your business off the ground, this is a perfect opportunity for you because it's free, right? It's exactly what you need right now. You got to know that you deserve it, right? You deserve to succeed. You are worth it. And if you change nothing, nothing will change. That's the definition of insanity, right? You have to do something different to get different results. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, you're just going to drive yourself mad, right? So again, there are all of the bonuses that you get. This is everything that's included in the program. These are all the bonuses that you get. And I would just ask, like, really and seriously, why would you not do this? There's no reason to not go ahead with everything that you get, everything we give you, and the money back guarantee. So go ahead, place your order now. I'm so excited to work with you guys. Remember, this offer is only going to appear once. You cannot find it online after today. So if there are any other questions, Maggie, I'm happy to take those before we sign off. I'm so looking forward to inviting you guys into the Soul System Video Marketing Mentorship Program. And we have bonuses and discounts on all of the other programs later on when you become a member with us. So with that, Maggie, I will take any questions and see all of those who sign up. I will see you guys on the other side. So thank you so much for your time today, Anthony. No, we don't need me. We need me to stop sharing my screen. Maggie, are you there? Do we have any questions?
I am here. Yes, I do have a question here from John. His question is, I do community action and teach high school. Is there a light version I can get these kids some success and get their feet wet? Interesting. I'm not sure if we need to take this one offline, but I thought I'd put it out there and see what happens.
Yeah, probably, Maggie. If you want to grab his information, then, we're happy to follow up by email or a phone call later on. We don't necessarily have a light version, but we do have a program called the MILD program, MILD. Again, I love acronyms. And that stands for MAPTIM International Leadership and Development Program, because my marketing agency is called MAPTIM. And that's a program whereby we take, third-year university students doing journalism or videography or any of the services that we need in marketing, and we help them to work on real-life campaigns, so they're not just learning theoretical work in school. They're actually getting experience working on real-life campaigns so that they can experience and run into the real-life challenges of marketing that doesn't come up in a regular textbook. And we offer this program to allow students to make money in a professional field. It also helps small business owners that can't afford agency rates, like $350 an hour, to get, my level of service, because I work with the apprentices and I work with the students, right? So we don't put anything out that's bad, because it's my company's name on it. So you basically get access to MAPTIM's professional marketing services at a significantly discounted price, because you are working with students and not directly with me, but I work directly with the students. So it's kind of a hack or a cheat way to work with me. And then, yeah, Maggie, I'll take one or two more questions if you have them, and then I'll pass it over to Anthony, and then he can close out the night.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think this one I should have had already put out there. I should have already put this one out there. Is there a recording available? Let me see this specific question. Any recording? This is from Nilesh. Any recordings available for the boot camp? Any recordings available for the boot camp?
Oh, that's a question for Anthony. I think I see that the session is being recorded, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the recordings are going to be made publicly available. That is a question for Anthony.
True, I understand. Okay, yeah, let me search through and get another question here. Oh, we've taken that one already.
Put a 1 in the chat if you know that you're going ahead and you're going to go to that link and sign up with us. I'm curious to see and invite people already, and it's a limited time window, so don't take too much time to think about it, guys. All right, Maggie, do you have any more, or are we going to hand it off to Anthony?
Yeah, you know what? It seemed there was a lot of great feedback here. This is awesome. People wanted to know about. Oh, you know what? Too actually, this one. What about what are your thoughts about on TikTok? And how that is going to affect. You might have touched on it, because I think people are going to have to redirect themselves really to the YouTube Shorts sort of situation. But would you like to speak a little bit more about how the potential TikTok ban is going to affect lead generation?
Yeah, sure. Well, from my understanding, if that even happens, it's not going to be happening for another 12 to 18 months. And so again, with the Soul system, what we talk about is people really focusing their lead generation efforts on just a few channels, which is a big mistake, because if one of those channels gets shut down, you are cutting off a significant portion of your revenue generation opportunities, right? And so the same thing, I apply that same philosophy across all of my video marketing. So yeah, still, don't just rely on TikTok. It's not about TikTok. It's about video marketing, right? It's not about TikTok. It's about video marketing. They just happen to be a video-based social media platform, but it's really about video marketing. So you're going to market your videos on your landing page, on your website, in your email signature, trade shows, right? It's about using video to collect leads. And so I wouldn't be afraid of the TikTok ban unless that's the only place that you're getting leads from, and that is part of the problem why entrepreneurs suffer because they basically put all of their eggs in one basket, right? Instead of having one basket do really well and then getting a second basket and a third basket. Like that's how corporations do it. You think corporations are just basing their whole financial future on TikTok? No, it doesn't work that way. So yeah, I'll take one last question, Maggie, or if there's any other positive comments or feedback or takeaway. And if not, we'll hand it over to Anthony.